What's up, y'all? It is your girl Angelle, and welcome back to Angelle's Life. In today's video, we have a new in shoe haul. Okay, we got some new in shoes for spring, summer, etc. And I am so excited to show y'all. Okay, so if any of that sounds sounds interesting to you, if new shoes sound interesting to you, please go ahead and keep on watching. But before we get to the video, I do want to say welcome to all my new subscribers. Welcome back to all my day ones. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? My name is Angelle. I run a style, travel, and lifestyle channel. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Also click the notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos. Now let's get into this outfit of the day. If you are not new to this but true to this, you have seen this look. I have on my Tinkerbell Goblin Princess dress, okay, from Urban Revival. I have a Ralph Lauren men's button down tucked underneath it, Goblin Princess dress on top, have those styled with my Giani Berni wood block heels, yellow tint aviator Ray-Ban sunglasses, Fendi Fendography bag. Y'all, I have worn this bag. I have worn this look several times, and every time she eats down. Now I am going to start transitioning the dress and figuring out how I want to wear it outside of this look. But in my humble opinion, this look is perfection. So I'm gonna keep wearing it. Okay, y'all gonna get tired of seeing her, but I'm not. Yeah, okay. The clothes are meant to be worn, baby. Over and over again. I think about it over and over again, and I can't keep picturing you. Y'all remember that one with Nelly and Tim McGraw? Yeah, country. Anyway, let's get into this haul. All right, y'all. So I do want to share a quick disclaimer, okay? In case y'all want to click off the video already, okay? You better not click off that goddamn video. But I'm not going to show the shoes on foot, and that's because I plan on styling them. I'm going to talk about the shoes. I'm going to show y'all the shoes in hand, let y'all know the cost, the size, if it differentiates from my normal size, the cost, where I got it from, how I plan to style it, what I plan to style it with, or if I even plan on keeping them, which I think everything here I plan on keeping, even though there's one or two shoes that I'm like, eh. But yeah, so there is that. I will be styling these shoes in upcoming videos. Okay, y'all know, like, literally, you can't style a look without shoes. So we'll see all the shoes. But now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's start with the first pair of new in shoes. All right, y'all. So we're starting off heavy hitting, baby. The first pair of new in shoes are my Chloe Betty rain boots. Y'all, these boots have been on my wish list for years with an S. Since I was in the UK. These shoes have been on my wish list since at least 2022. Since at least 2022, but they are so expensive. These shoes are like $595 retail, and that is so expensive. And to be honest, in 2022, I really couldn't afford that. In 2024, I could, but I just didn't pull the trigger because it just, I don't know, something about it just did not, something about it. The goddamn price. The price. Yeah, I can afford $595, but that just because I can afford something don't mean I want to pay it. $595 for some goddamn rubber? For some rubber boots? God damn, I didn't want to do that. I don't know what to tell y'all. I did not want to do that. On top of the fact, every time I wanted like the white boots. I've only owned like one other pair of rain boots, maybe two other pair of rain boots. A pair of Coach rain boots that my mom bought me, and then a pair of hunter boots, yellow hunter boots, right? So, you know, but it rains in Texas. Rain boots are low-key a must. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It rains in San Antonio. It rains in the San Antonio. But $595, it's like every time I wanted to, and y'all remember I did that poll and I was like, should I get these Chloe Betty boots? And y'all said yes. And I was like, I'm gonna get them. And then I pulled out that card. And I was like, oh hell no. I'm not buying $595. Shit, I can't do it. I can't do it. So when I saw these, mind you, when I think of rain boots, I think of yellow, right? The hunter boots that I had, I really enjoyed them. I don't know why I think of yellow. Probably because the Salt Girl. What is that? Elmer? I don't know. The Salt Girl. Yo, what is that noise out there? I'm so sorry if y'all can hear that. I don't know what the hell that is, but they need to get it. Sounds like a monster. Anyway, saw these boots on Yachts. I think that's how you say it. It's a Net-a-Porter affiliate website. Saw these on Yachts for $325. There was a discount on top of that, so I only ended up paying $304 for these, and they only had one pair left in my size. I got them. I got them. Came with the box, came with both dust bags. And y'all, I love them. I love them. I have not worn them yet, but I love them on feet. They fit well. They look so good, and they're gonna protect me from the rain. They're a stylish way to protect me from the rain. And they also go with what I had on now. Another, like, every time I would see like the white or the like off-white beige color, they were always so scuffed up, right? Yellow, y'all know I wear a lot of denim. Yellow and denim, you better let them know. Yellow and fatigue or yellow and neutrals. You better let them know. Setting myself up for success. Yeah, yellow. Love these. I cannot link these because again, these were the only pair. And I would say I would 10 out of 10 recommend these, even though I haven't worn them. How a bitch gonna recommend something they ain't never wore? Boy, them influencers know they full of shit, baby. I love the way these look. I do believe I'm going to get a lot of wear out of them. Paying $5.95 for them though, that's a big old hell no. Can we get a hell no in the back? Hell nah, that's too much money. That's too much money for some rubber boots, baby. $300 is a lot for rubber boots. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, but it ain't $6. It ain't $6. That's half the price. We can do a little half price. They're still very expensive. Too expensive. You hear me when I say too expensive. But I could do the little, I do the 3. I do 6? Shit, you kiss my ass. But these are these. Yeah, so excited to wear them. It's funny. The week before I got these, it rained every day. It rained every day. I done got these, ain't rained since. Ain't rain since. They ain't nothing but the devil. But don't trip, because when the rain comes, I will be ready. All right? I'm going to be ready. Let's move on. All right, y'all. The next pair of shoes that I got. Oh, Lord, the shoes is dropping. The next pair of shoes that I purchased are these Steve Madden Napa leather heels in this orange color. Typically, I do not get shoes that are outside of neutral colors. Yellow can be a neutral. Stop playing. Especially with all the denim that I wear. Come on now. Orange is not. Nothing about orange is a neutral, but I've over the past couple years, I've picked up a decent amount of orange pieces. I picked up that Chic Le Freak orange dress, which I love. I just picked up that Ofure. I'm sure I always say that name wrong. Ofure, but however you say it. That orange dress. I have that orange corset from Shop AAU. You know, just orange has been a revolving color in my wardrobe. I have my orange Loewe bag. So I thought these shoes would be a good idea. Now I will say this. These shoes are not made well. And that is because when you put them on, this little back strap kind of slides down the heel, which makes it hard to maintain or keep on in some type of way. I am going to take them to a shoe cobbler and see if they can like tighten this or something, because it says that it is 100% Napa leather. So it says leather upper, synthetic lining, so man-made sole. So I'm gonna take it to a cobbler and see if they can like maybe tighten this so that it stays up on the heel. But I am thinking, you know, with that orange Ofure dress, with you know, a pair of jeans, an orange top, or even purple and orange goes well together. You know, just some things. Now these were $104 with tax. I think it came up to like $112, and I bought these from Zappos. So yeah, we're gonna make these work because I think the price isn't too bad. $100 isn't bad at all. And like I said, orange has been steady in the rotation recently. So yeah, that's why we picked these up. But again, I will have to take them to the cobbler because this little strap right here, honey, it's it ain't working properly. So there's that. And I got these in a size 6. Speaking of, my Chloe boots are in a 36 and these are in a size 6, regular 6. My normal size is a 6. So let's move on. All right, y'all. So I'm going to feature these, and I know y'all going to be like, Angelle, are you for real? Yeah, I'm for real, and it's important. Y'all know, if you are not new to this but true to this, y'all know that I do not like my feet to touch pool floors. I do not like my feet to touch sand. I don't like my feet to touch just when I'm in a swimsuit. So I got these swim shoes. I used to have them in this beige color. Y'all, I don't know where they went. I lost them. They ended up getting like mildew from sitting in my, well, not mildew, but they ended up getting like a stench from sitting in my suitcase for too long and being wet versus letting me sit them like, you know, out and letting them dry. So I think I might have thrown them away. I'm not sure, but I ended up getting another pair in this gray color. I really wish I would have been able to get that like that brown color again. I think it was a better color, but I got this gray. I got these off Amazon, and I got them in a size like 5.5 to 6, like it ranges. But y'all, these, when I tell y'all those swim shoes last year, there wasn't a trip that I went on that they didn't come with me. There wasn't a swimsuit that I put on that they weren't on the feet. Now I do have 2 other pair that Temu sent me. I'm probably going to take those with me as well, maybe. But swim shoes are a must for me. Swim shoes are a must for me. And the fact that these look cool are a plus. A must and a plus. All right, so there's that. Let's move on. All right, y'all. Next, we have these Nike sneakers. I think they're called Venmos. I don't know the name of them exactly, but these are these little cute Nike sneakers that I wear when I am doing my athletic things, Pilates, yoga, to go, you know, when I have on my workout wear. I even have worn these twice to play tennis in, and they felt pretty comfortable. Y'all, they're just so cute, and to be honest, I got them to go with my all black workout pieces. Like I have my white Nikes to go with like my white stuff, and then the pop of pink to go with my all black looks. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, they ate down. Y'all will be seeing them in next week's what I wore this this week. I will say this though, and this is gonna sound crazy, but I am gonna preference this. I didn't need these. These are like, when we talk about spending unnecessary money, even though I don't talk about it often enough, I don't talk about it enough. Stop spending money unnecessarily. Like, I didn't need these. And if I was going to get them, I didn't need them right now. You understand? I have them now and I have worn them. I am getting use out of them. But it's like, I could have absolutely held off on these. I didn't. But these are a pair of shoes that I didn't need. They were $110. I got a military discount, so they ended up coming up to like, with tax, I think like 105 or something like that. But yeah. They are really cute though, and like I said, you will see them in the what I wore, my next what I wore this week video. And these are kids, by the way. These are kids. I got them in a 4.5 youth. Y'all know I have really small feet. Like I said, I wear a 6, so I can wear a 4 or 4.5 youth. So there's these. Although we didn't need them, we have them. We are gonna wear them since we do have them, but we need to focus more on what we do have and utilizing that as much as possible, okay? But let's move on. All right, y'all, so the next shoes are my J.W. Anderson mules. So I already have these with like the furry inside and like the tan color. I purchased them from Neiman's Last Call, and I wear those shoes often. Y'all know that LBD is my sweatpants. So I figured these mules in black would be it would add value to the wardrobe. And to be honest, I have worn them a plethora of times already, which is crazy. You can't tell, but I've worn them several times already. And I paid $254 for these. They normally retail at $696. I paid $254 from Farfetch. Because $696 my ass. I wasn't paying that much. The other ones that I have, I paid $205. That's normal. That's a pair of shoes at Dillards. I can do that. I can handle that. I can do that. 6, not as, you know. But I will say this, they squeak. My other pair squeak. I thought it was like a glitch because the very first day I wore them, it rained. It rained. And the very first day I wore these, the ground was wet. They both squeak. These shoes are too expensive to squeak like this. I sound like Squeaker from Toy Story when I'm wearing these. That's ridiculous. You already got these big old chains that, and it's not the chain, because it's not that, it's a squeaking sound. And that's a little ghetto. That's a little ghetto for how expensive these is. I would assume people would think that they must be knockoff squeaking like that, but they're not. Both of them are authentic J.W. Anderson mules. They squeak, that's ghetto. Also, I've had Birkenstocks. For whatever reason, these are hard as hell. These are hard. I don't know if they're gonna get softer or what. I don't feel like my Birkenstocks are that hard, but I will say this. I've only owned one pair of Boston Birkenstocks. Usually I have like Arizona's where my feet are open, so it feels a little different. The other ones don't hurt, but they do have that fur in the inside. These, and I'm not gonna say that they hurt, but they are hard. They're hard. They're hard. I feel like they are better worn with socks, which I don't like that look, because if I'm wearing it with my little black dress, I don't wanna wear it with socks. But they're hard. Good thing I did pay $600 and some for these hard ass shoes, but they do look cute. Every time I wear them, I love the way they look. I love the way they look. And I'm not gonna say they're uncomfortable, but they are hard. When you're wearing them with socks, that kind of like alleviates the problem. So to be honest, the best bet is like, bitch, just wear it with socks. But that's not what I wanna do. It don't give the same effect. You don't get the same effect and the same look, but to alleviate the problem, that is what you could do, just wear it with socks. The other ones, you don't have to. And of course, I still have my Schutz cow mules or cowhide print mules that I will also wear with my LBDs. But I did want a little bit of variety because I'm going to end up wearing those into the ground. So we have variety, but you know, we're going to have to wear socks with these because they're a little hard. But again, I got these in the 36 J.W. Anderson, Farfetch, 254. Moving on. All right, y'all. The next shoes are these DV by Dolce Vita ballerina flats. Y'all know this is like one of 2 pair of flats that I own. The other ones are those Valentino loafers, because I don't really do flats like that. But y'all know I love that House of CB dress that I have to go with these. And just y'all, so the LBD is my sweatpants, right? But like dresses like that, those are my sweatpants. I prefer black just because black is easier. It's easier. And my most casual bag, which is my LV bum bag, is black. So it's kind of like, you know, work with what you have so that you're not feeling pressure to buy more. So that you're not feeling obligated to buy more to match the things you have. That's you buy things to match what you already have, so that you're not constantly spending more. Come on now. Come on now, don't act like that ain't a word. I have dresses like that one. Y'all, it's cute. It's cute. Y'all know I love a cutesy moment. They're cute. They're cute. Now, am I gonna be out in the streets buying flats all the time? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The couple pair, you know, I guess you consider those mules flats, but can we? Can we? You know, but yes, yeah, they're cute. I got them in a size 6. They are, and they were only $29.99 at Nordstrom Rack. $29. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. That's a good price. That's a good price. They also come in like a metallic silver color, if this like color isn't, you know, your forte, but I felt like this was so spring, so summer. So spring, so summer, and it matches my Gucci blondie top handle so well. So well. I love it. So you will see me in like my ballerina style dresses, because I love me a ballerina style dress. I love me a ballerina style dress. First of all, let me tell you one thing's for certain, 2 things for sure. A dress hate to see me coming, because she know I'm going to put on. First, I'm a hemmer. I'm going to get it hemmed. And then I'm gonna put it on, okay? With a heel, with a sneaker, with a flat, with a whatever. I'm gonna put on, you understand? Love the ballerina style dresses, so I'm down. I'm here for it. In these, we're gonna be seeing these. We're gonna be seeing these the same way, but you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. What I said? I said if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Come on now. Moving on. All right, y'all, so the next shoes I did not buy, they were gifted to me. That was my phone falling. They are these Havaianas flip-flops. These are the only pair of flip-flops that I own, and they were gifted to me in a collaboration. But shower shoes, beach shoes, like just one pair is okay. One pair is okay, and something about these are comfortable and sturdy. I don't know how to explain it, but they come in multiple colors. These were in a collaboration with Gigi Hadid, but I like them. I like them. They are a great pair of shower shoes, a great pair of shoes to just kind of like, if you don't want to do swim shoes like I have, or if you don't mind your feet touching the sand or touching the beach, these are just a very good, like sturdy pair of flip-flops. They are made in Brazil. These are 35, 36 or US 6, but yeah, easy. I also love the two-tone colors of them, even though a neutral pair would obviously like go with more, but they sent me these orange and pink ones. So yeah, just wanted to throw these in there because a pair of flip-flops and or shower shoes. I actually do have another pair of shower shoes, but these would not be a bad pair of shower shoes as well because they also dry very fast. So that's that. Moving on. All right, y'all, the next pair of shoes that are new in are these Giani Berni raffia heels. You can never go wrong with a pair of raffia heels in your wardrobe. Like, they're low-key kind of necessary. And I went ahead, I used to have the Sam Edelman raffia heels that actually look very similar to the Giani Berni heels that I have on today. They're almost identical except they're raffia. They were uncomfortable. They rubbed the back of my heel so badly, and like the raffia on them, something about them were just extremely uncomfortable, and they made blisters on the back of my heels, whereas these have not done that yet. I'll have to try it out for sure. But also like the little detail on these. They're kind of like the sandals, the green sandals that I had from Giani Berni. I don't have them anymore, but yeah, they're kind of like that, and I like the little detailing on them. Like, it's not too much, but it's there. But yeah, also really quick, hold on. The Sam Edelman one has had a back like this, whereas this back is open. So that's another reason that I opted for these versus those. And like I said, those gave me blisters. But yeah, I purchased these from Dillards. They were, I want to say $104. Actually, I think they might have been only $89, one of them. But of course, I will link everything that I can. But y'all, you can't go wrong with raffia heels. You need your raffia heel for the summertime. I mean, I'm just saying. But size 6, Dillards, 104, let's just say on a higher end, or 89. Let's move on to the last shoe. All right, y'all, so the last shoe are these Schutz. Is it Schutz or Schutz? I don't know. I think it's Schutz. Black raffia heels. Saw these and was like, these would be really cute for spring, summer, and I really do love them. Now, I will say this. You see this like toe box, how wide it is? I think that is so beneficial for the foot, but if your toes kind of like spread out, like mine do from wearing Birkenstocks too often, the toes look like they hate each other because they look like they're running from each other. So in the front of the shoe, this is how my toes is looking in the front. Just spread out. And it ain't the most attractive thing. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's not cute. It's kind of like, well, hold up, girl. Why is your toes spread out like that? Yeah. It looks a little insane. That's why shoes that do have this knot that kind of like squeeze in toward the toe box or kind of curve in and make them toes look like close together can be better. Like, but you got to find the right balance for them. You don't want them to be too tight and then your toes look like they crowding each other. You just need them to be the right length. But see, this one, they're like, girl, this for the people with the relaxed feet. And I'm one of those people who apparently have relaxed feet, and it look a little too relaxed. Too relaxed. Okay? It look a little crazy. Don't stare too hard. Don't you be looking at my goddamn toes when I put these shoes on now. But yeah, these were, I want to say, $129 or $149. They are sold out on Schutz. I purchased these from Zappos, and when they were the last pair. I'm sure they restocked because these are popular. These are new season, and they're in a size 6. Comfortable because as you can see, the platform is so high, there's barely any heel. Like, these are so goddamn comfortable. It's almost like wearing a flat form. Wearing these feels like you are wearing a flat form. Now, they don't have grip. Like, they have a little texture here on the back, but there is no grip on the front. So if you're walking on smooth ground, baby, be careful. Be careful. These are accident prone, okay? But if you're walking on concrete, once you get some grip, you walk on concrete enough and scuff these up to where they get a little traction, you won't have any worries. But y'all, I love these. And for those darker looks, because I have realized there are a couple, I still am into the like cheetah leopard print vibe. So when I, you know, get those dresses and stuff like that, these are like the perfect shoe. Or even just darker colored, you know, knit dresses for the summer, etc., etc. Perfect shoe, because like I said, I have realized that I am a fan of darker, occasionally having me a black summer outfit, dress, piece, whatever the case is. But that's all I got for y'all. Don't have no more. Comment down below. Let me know what was your favorite pair of shoes, or what shoes can't you wait to see me style. Like, I'm so excited to see you style those shoes, etc., etc. But like this video if you like this video. Follow me over there on Instagram at angelleslife and on TikTok at @1angelleslife. Subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos. Now, I love y'all so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.